Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you two new Mirrorverse figures. Ooh. So these are the final two of the six that are out, right?
Yeah, these are the last two of what's been released so far. So I guess I'm hoping there's more. So we'll call this Wave 1, maybe.
Alrighty. So and then there's four of the smaller size. Right. Of course, Sulley doesn't look so small, and then two of the larger stature.
Right.
So today we have Goofy and Sulley, and they are so awesome.
And Sulley is thick. He is heavy.
He is. He's heavy. That's why John put him on this side, so I have to. Yeah. So look at him. He's like, who you calling thick? Look at that face. He's like, poofy. But anyway, there's his cool face there. He is a tank, and of course, yes, he is a tank. Look at the armor on there. Let's take a look at the back. So here's, it shows four of the ones that are this size: Mickey, Goofy, Belle, and Sulley. And we've done the other two. Oh, and then it's got, of course, the picture. Very cool.
That's not, like, these people are not.
Haven't been.
We don't know who they are yet.
Right, so the two bigger figures were Buzz Lightyear and Jack Sparrow. And we showed those in a previous video. So, let's see if Goofy's... Well, Goofy's has the same basic thing on the back. And let's take a look at him. It looks like he has... he's ranged, right? So, is that something he's going to fly with?
I think it's probably a weapon. I think it's a boomerang. Like that's
a
why.
boomerang.
I think that's why he's ranged. He probably throws the boomerang.
Okay, I was going to say Goofy doesn't look like he would have a weapon of any sort. But anyway, so this is part of the new Mirrorverse game that's coming out. It's a mobile game, but it's not out yet. But they have put out these awesome figures.
Yeah, I don't think it's been released yet.
And these are by Mcfarlane Toys.
Yes.
For ages 4+. Alright, so we're going to get them out of their packaging and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Alright, and they're out of their boxes. Or packages.
Yes.
And who do we want to look at first?
Let's look at Sulley, I guess.
Okay. Alright, so Sulley is super heavy. He's definitely pretty heavy as a tank. Oh, I wanted to show off his card first. So they each come with this collector card, which is really cool. It tells you exactly what they are. Gives you their stats on the back, and a little bio. This monstrously charismatic leader is fiercely protective. In fact, he's just plain fierce. Sulley defends himself and his friends with advanced tech, slamming foes with his shield and stunning those foolish enough to get in his way. Ooh. Wow, very cool. And I like his expression on the card. That's really cool. And so let's take a look. Now, he came in package with... Sorry, I think lighting adjust. With the tail detached, with his tail detached, and then this piece detached, but it just kind of pops into place just like that. So that's like a tank. It's one of those tanks,
yeah,
right?
Like the laugh.
Yeah, the laugh collector. Before it was like the screen collector. Yeah. So then let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so he's really not this green looking that the camera's making him look. He definitely is that blue color that he is, the purple spots. And then he's got all of his tank equipment. Look at his little hands wrapped around.
Yeah.
There, that's really cool. And then this one is open, but it's through there. Looks like a piece similar to that. And then he's got the shield on there, which looks really big and fierce and does pivot from turn around like that. So that's cool. He's got these shoulder pads, which actually are rubbery, so that might help him move his arms a little bit better. And then he has this chest plate. It goes all the way, the brown goes all the way around to one arm there, and then the other one is left out. There's his horns and his face. He looks awesome. I love his little claws and everything. And unfortunately, he's looking a little bit more green here, but he really is that Sulley blue color. Alright, take it away, John.
Alright, yeah, he is a really cool looking character, and I love all the details that they give to him. As far as articulation, he does have neck articulation, so he can kind of pivot from side to side. He doesn't really have like a neck per se, so it's it doesn't go around, just kind of pivot back and forth. He does have shoulder articulation, so it can go around, and this is not attached, so he can have good range of motion in the shoulders, and it's soft, so it can move and give him increased range of motion. And he has articulation at the waist. So, with his short legs, he's not going to have like knees or toes or anything, but
Yeah.
plus I'm sure that gives him some stability, but
Right.
he is pretty cool looking.
He is the tank. Alright, so now it's Goofy's turn. Let's show off Goofy's collector card. So there it is. I like his typical Goofy expression. He is ranged, and there's his stats on the back. As you can see, whereas Sulley had like a 1 out of 10 here, he has an 8 out of 10. So I think they're both 7 out of 10 for the sword. So you can like compare their stats here, and so that's pretty cool. I like that they include this. So for the bio it says, disaster seems to follow Goofy everywhere, but he either doesn't mind or doesn't notice. He's so happy-go-lucky that his luck has been amplified, so it doesn't matter whether he uses a precision weapon or just tosses something over his shoulder. He always seems to hit his mark. Gorsh!
So that's why he's got, I guess, like, such a high rating on the...
Yeah, because he's just happy,
like,
so
targeting or...
happy-go-lucky. Yeah, I guess so too. Accuracy, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really cool. Alright, time to show off Goofy. There we go. Now you can tell that it's balancing a little bit better.
Yeah.
Something about the blue, it didn't like the blue on blue. But, so he's got a little holster right back here for his boomerang. So the boomerang obviously does come out because it was out in the package. But I've never seen a boomerang holder before.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. It matches his helmet, which is really cool. And he's got one shoulder pad, shoulder guard, whatever you want to call it, protection. And then he's got one on this arm, so it's like typical Goofy.
Yeah.
But and then he does have the white gloves and 3 fingers and a thumb. Look at his little hands. That's so cool. And then he's got the belt, which is like hanging out a little bit. And he does look spiffy, but he definitely has a Goofy vibe. Look, he's got 2 different like shoes on too.
Oh yeah.
He's got the that gold thing on that.
That's funny.
Below that shin, and then so he is really cool. He looks put together, but yet not as put together because he's Goofy. So take it away, John.
Okay, so let's take a look at Goofy. His head articulation is good. He's got like a ball joint, so he can kind of look all around. Left, right, down, up some, and even kind of side to side a little bit. He has good shoulder articulation. It will go up as well as around. Also articulation at the elbow. And because he's got the shoulder guard here, or the wrist guard here, instead of the actual wrist rotating, it's kind of like the mid forearm. And then of course this one is actually like the wrist because there's nothing there. He has like waist articulation, and the knees don't like bend, but they do twist to go back and forth to give him, if you want to position his feet different ways. So very cool.
Alright, and let's get a closer look. I forgot to show you a closer look at his face. I love those teeth. And I love his little hairs sticking out. So he definitely is a really cool looking Goofy. And so his boomerang holder just pegs onto his back just like Sulley's the tank.
Yeah, the tank thing.
So that's really cool. Alright, so here's the last 2 of the Mirrorverse that we have seen out.
Yeah.
And we're super excited to see how this app is going to work.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see the game when it comes out.
Yes, it's going to have all of these amazing characters.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Gorsh!